Shock and awe over the top-secret Chinese fighter jet J-36. No one has done it before. The sixth-generation fighter is expected to be, firstly, much smarter than its predecessors with increased computing power, use of artificial intelligence, and integration into combat networks. It is also much more inconspicuous for radars. So the new Chinese sixth-generation fighter jet, J-36, causing global admiration and awe, fragmentary images of which have gone around the world. The reaction from experts and analysts are indicative. No one has done anything like this before, they say. The impressive features of the new fighter are many, as are the question marks about the new creation of the Chinese defense industry. J or H? Footage shows a triangular plane without the traditional tail approaching for landing over a highway. It appears to be heading towards the airport of the Chengdu Aerospace Company in Sichuan province. The video recording of the flight lasts just 6 seconds. However, even this short footage gave experts important information about this top secret program. It had not been recorded so clearly until now. And indeed, there is no official information. Not even the exact name of the aircraft is known. Most specialized media call it the J-36 and speculate that it is a future sixth-generation fighter. Others believe that it would be more correct to call it the H-36 since this letter is used for Chinese bombers. The construction. The design of the aircraft does not give clear answers as to its main function. The first images of the flying triangle appeared on the internet December 26, 2024. From the images, it seems that it flew accompanied by J-20s, a fifth-generation fighter. Since then, the aircraft with a futuristic appearance reminiscent of a ginkgo leaf has been recorded more and more often by bloggers, and now it flies alone. It's not excluded that the leaks are intentional. This indirectly suggests that the latest video, where it appears to be landing on a road, was shot in broad daylight. Perhaps it shows that the manufacturers are confident in the reliability of the fighter. Journalists and expert bloggers have identified several features that reveal the possible missions that will be assigned to it. It's much smarter and less visible to radar. The sixth-generation fighter is expected to be, firstly, much smarter than its predecessors, with increased computing power, the use of artificial intelligence, and integration into combat networks. And secondly, much more inconspicuous for radars. Although the internal characteristics cannot be assessed from photographs, the exterior of the J-36 fully matches the modern concept of the Air Force of the future. The first thing that catches the eye is the absence of a tail fin. The flying wing, designed drastically reduces the aircraft's radar signature. The same is used by American sixth-generation products. 3 engines. However, there is something that makes the aircraft truly unique. There are 3 engines. This arrangement is not found in modern fighters. They usually have 2, like the Russian MiG or Su-57, or one like the F-16, F-35, and the under development Su-75. Since J-36 is large, it's over 20 meters long, and heavy, the additional engine is necessary for a prolonged flight at high speeds and missions at high altitudes, notes Warzone magazine. The nozzles appear flat or with a variable geometry, reducing the infrared signature. In addition, the J-36 has 2 air intakes under the wings, on the sides of the fuselage, and one on top. Single or two-seater. The cockpit image does not reveal whether it is a single or two-seater. The landing gear design resembles that of the Russian Su-34. The armament is likely to be placed in internal compartments under the aircraft. According to the aviationist, it can carry long-range air-to-surface missiles. It's not yet clear whether this is a prototype or a technology demonstrator from which other aircraft will emerge in the future. Whatever it is, it has already caused concern among political adversaries. race for sixth-generation fighters. With the J-36, China could catch up with or even surpass the U.S. in the race for the sixth-generation fighter, warns CNN. However, it points out that it could take years for the fighter to go from concept to official presentation, let alone full entry into service. It's worth noting that this is not the only Chinese advanced fighter that has appeared recently. In early April, it was released. Photos of another tailless aircraft, the J-50. The Americans and the F-47. Meanwhile, the U.S. is also developing its own sixth-generation fighter as part of the Next Generation Air Dominance NGAD program. Boeing prevailed over Lockheed Martin and took over the construction of the F-47. It was announced in March by Donald Trump. The contract amounts to $20 billion. It's noteworthy that just 6 months ago, the program had been frozen due to disagreements between the Pentagon and manufacturers. It seemed to have bogged down. The details are being kept secret. However, it is known that the new aircraft will have a flying wing design. Experimental models have already flown for years. The aircraft will operate alongside drones as part of a unified ecosystem. The Russian response? The Russian response is the protective air system for intercepting large-size aircraft, PAC-DP, known online as the MiG-41. It's intended to replace MiG-31, which operates as a high-altitude interceptor and carrier of the hypersonic Kinzhal missiles as its service life is coming to an end. The MiG-41 is expected to offer a greater range of aerial targets, the ability to counter hypersonic weapons, and the ability to attack targets in low Earth orbit. It will also be able to operate in an unmanned mode. That means it could be a drone as well. There is no data on the current status of its development. In 2021, Rostec reported that the project was at the stage of research and experimental design. Not even an approximate timeline for the construction of a prototype is known. It seems that, for now, Russia is claiming, at best, an honorable third place in this race. This is from Banking News. Please leave your comments, and thank you for your support. Please support my Patreon account. The daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box below.